Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dog, cats, and squirrels, or anybody who might want to listen to an old man like me. Hello, world. Hello, money. Hola, dinero. Hola, mundo.
Man, get out of my way. I got a date with that end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Fireworks, please.
Buff Nation. Oh, you guys didn't hear me. I said Colorado Buffalo. Buff Nation. I'm back. Standing on a tall stack. I'm only 5'5", but when I stand on this stack of money, I'm 6'8" and I'm real tall. You better stop playing with me. I'm your host, Gerald Costello, aka Professor Bowtie, on the scene in my high visibility green. You better stop playing with me. All right, everybody, let's go to work. Man, I'm so excited. Man, I just love these Colorado Buffaloes. The world hating on Colorado, and I don't know why. I guess because of Coach Prime. He's a polarizing figure, and just a lot of people don't like him. But anyway, I digress. Guys, I want to start off with the Alamo Bowl. Colorado going to be going to the Alamo Bowl, and we're going to be playing BYU. And Colorado is favored by 4 points. And I wanted to mention that. And a lot of people say, well, how do, if you're both in the Big 12, how do you get to the Alamo Bowl with 2 teams out of the Big 12? Well, until 2026, Colorado is still considered to be in the Pac-12. The Pac-12 was busted up and a lot of teams went in different directions. But it still got Pac-2, 2 left in that Pac-12. And they still considered the Pac-12. So that's why Colorado going to be playing BYU in the Alamo Bowl. I hope that could satisfy some of the people while we are playing each other. Even though we're both in the Big 12, well, Colorado is still considered Pac-12 until 2026. Okay, so I hope I got that short up. All right, so what's next on the menu, Mr. Costello? I thought you'd never ask. Okay, guys, I want to shout out Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter for winning the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year and the Defensive Player of the Year. Travis won Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 12, and Shedeur Sanders won the Offensive Player of the Year in the Big 12. Now, they also joined together and collaborated. Well, first team. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter was on that. BJ Green was also on there. And the all Big 12 second team was N'Keal Green. All right, so we got a lot of players getting awards all over the place. And I just can't wait to see what else awards that Travis is going to get, Travis Hunter, and Shedeur Sanders is going to receive. It's amazing. There's still a lot more awards to be given out there, guys. And I want you guys to stand back. We're going to have some fun with all these awards. And we're going to have a lot of shout-outs and red carpet to give all these guys. You better stop playing with me. All right, I digress. Let's keep it moving. What's next, Mr. Costello? Oh, guys, I want to talk about a young man by the name of Elliott Arnold. This guy's a 5-star kicker / punter. He's one of these guys that kicks the ball out of the end zone, actually into the stands, just what Coach Prime wants. You better stop playing with me. A 5-star kicker. You don't normally hear about no 5-star kickers. Well, this young man's name is Elliott Arnold. You see up here to the left. And he's 5'10", 165 pounds from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this guy's phenomenal guy. He's a 5-star kicker. And in Colorado bound. This young man is Colorado bound. What you talking? 5-star, man. Wow. Elliott Arnold, welcome aboard. We can't wait to see you guys. Because I was holding my breath every time we kicked off. Because we could never kick the ball off into the end zone. And I remember Bill had ran 2 punts back on us, man. Because we couldn't get that ball into the end zone. And I know that irked Coach Prime. You can't tell me that didn't irk Coach Prime. I know it irked me. And I always hold my breath every time we kicked off because those guys got good yardage. They got good yardage, man. They be up at the 30, 45-yard line. And I hated that, man. I said, man, we need to kick. We need to kick a better than hog knee slop. Well, we got that kicking down. And again, this young man named Elliott Arnold up here, you see to the left. And he's a kicker / place kicker. Punter, I mean. Man, what you talking? I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of that. Because we definitely got to shore that up. And Coach Prime going to take good care of that. You can believe that. Whatever we need, Coach Prime going to make sure we get. All right, so what's next in line? I thought you'd never ask. Let's talk about the Porter News with Coach Prime. Coach Prime said that he got all the high school players that he wanted, which a lot of people said Coach Prime couldn't recruit. Well, he fooled you. He can recruit. He got a lot of 4 or 5 stars, baby. And he got exactly what we want that can play right away. plug and play right away. You better stop playing with me. All right, so Coach Prime said, oh, I'm going to that portal. I'm going to hit that portal like I never hit that portal before. And man, he on a mission. Coach Prime on a mission, baby. And I can't wait. You know, we need running backs. I like the running backs we have, but we don't have that running back that got that speed and got that contact balance. You know, contact balance is when you bounce off of a defender when he tackles you or he think he tackles you. You just bounce off and go for another 10, 15 yards. I love contact balance, man. I seen a lot of running backs. I tell you who was good at that, Devin Neal from Kansas. Man, he had great contact balance. When you hit him, you better wrap him up or you're going to lose him because he's going to run right through the tackle. You just can't hit him and think you're going to knock him down. You got to tackle Devin Neal from Kansas. That guy ran for 207 yards against us, man. 287 total yards with passing and running. But for running, he had 207 yards. You don't think that made Coach Prime mad? You better believe it did. And that won't happen again this year, I'm pretty sure, because we're going to get that defensive line together, and we're going to get those doggone dogs on that line that can stop the run. Stop playing with me. All right, I keep it moving. I digress. All right, we're going to have that tenacious defensive line, again, to stop the run. And, you know, I always say see ball, get ball. That's the defensive line we're going to have. All right, and again, I guess I got to have an offensive line that's going to open those holes for those running backs. Man, we didn't have a running game at all. It was just always suspect. And even though the team know we're going to throw, they couldn't stop it. Can you imagine? Just imagine this thought for just a minute. We got a running game on top of air raid with a horn going off all day long. Them air raids, like when I was in Nam, you hear them doggone air raids. Hey, man, that's the same way they're going to be with the Colorado Buffaloes if we have a running game. Because now you in suspense because you don't know whether we're going to throw or run. Because we got running backs that can get through them holes and zip and zap. Man, what you talking? We're going to have some fun. Because we're going to always keep a superior air raid. Always going to keep a superior air raid. We love throwing that ball because we have phenomenal top flight receivers. So we'll never had that problem. And that what kept us in the game all year long, guys. That what kept us winning a lot of football games this year because of that air raid. I mean, you know, with the likes of Jimmy Horn, LaJohntay West, Will Shepard, Travis Hunter. Man, that's mind-boggling. That's mind-boggling. Man, that's scary. Woo! And then you got Shadur, the quarterback. I mean, one of the best quarterbacks I have ever seen in my life, guys. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks. But that Shadur Sanders, he is phenomenal. He's going to be even better in the pros, guys. You watch my words. I promise you, he's going to be. You look at that future Hall of Famer. Him and Travis Hunter, future Hall of Famers. All right, I digress. Let's keep it moving. All right, I really hope Rick George is having a conversation behind closed doors to get the funding that Coach Prime needs. Why you say that, Mr. Costello? Because I looked at Alex Graham. We had Alex Graham ready to sign with us. And Michigan swooped in and giving this man $8 million. And, of course, he's going to leave Colorado and boogie on over to Michigan. The same thing Bryce Underwood did. He was going to LSU. Michigan swooped in, promised him $10.1 million. Now I come to find out with my ears to the ground, he's getting $13-something million. 17-year-old kid, man. And can you blame a 17-year-old kid? I mean, not only do that change his family's life, but you don't never know his financial situation. You don't know what he thinking back there when he growing up. He might have had a hard time growing up. Who knows? But that gonna change a lot of lives, guys. Your mom and dad life change, your grandmother, grandfather, your siblings, everybody that you love. Life gonna be changed. Even his best friends. He's gonna take care of his best friends. That's amazing, man. Hey, shout out to you, Bryce Underwood. $13-something million. 17 to 18 years old. That's mind-boggling to me. Because I'd have done the same thing, man. Congratulations to you, young man. You deserve every dime, too, because you are one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. And I know you're going to perform over there at Michigan. My Lord. And say what Julian Lewis, he's going to perform for us over here in Colorado. Best two quarterbacks in the nation. I ain't mad at you. We also had Boateng, man. Boateng was going to sign with us. Michael Carroll was going to sign with us. But, you know, these teams swooped out and just put all that money out there for the NIL deal. And Colorado just wasn't ready to pay what these other teams was paying. But don't worry. You can best believe that Rick George and Coach Prime sitting down now. We're going to work out this NIL deal. Because just think we could have had all these guys. We could have had 5-star Michael Carroll. We could have had 5-star Bear Alexander. We could have had 5-star Boateng. But our money's not as long as Michigan. Our money's not as long as Alabama. Our money's not as long as Georgia. Our money's not as long as Ohio State. You guys been around a long time, man. They got big money, man. They got big supporters. Believe me, they got big supporters. And I ain't mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. We're going to get that right, and we're going to get that together. All right? We really going to get that together. All right, so you know what time it is. It's that time, baby. Did you know? Tidbit information. Guys, I want to talk about our superstar quarterback of the future, Julian Lewis. If you didn't see his game last night, go over there and watch his game. The man threw for 3 touchdowns last night. Wonderful quarterback. But what I want to talk about, the rejected, always get disrespected. Julian Lewis was a 5-star. Him and Bryce Lewis, top 2 quarterbacks in the country. And every time you get a 5-star coming to Colorado, they get demoted. I don't understand that. The man now is demoted. He's now considered a 4-star. But he was a 5-star for the last 3 years. He's been playing high school football. But now you want to, every time you come to Colorado, you get demoted. But that's here and not there. Let me keep it moving, man. But you know, since he got demoted, now listen to this, since he got demoted, and these are not talking about the stats they had last night, but since this man got demoted, when they found out he was going to Colorado, he's now a 4-star. And you can see up here to the left, Julian Lewis, he had 3,211 yards, 44 touchdowns, 76.4% completion rate, and 284 attempts, and only 4 interceptions. My Lord. Man, that's my type of quarterback right there. And you think Shadua can throw darts. You ought to see this young man throw darts. And he's just only 17 years old, guys. What you talking? But he's been a quarterback since he was a baby. I think he came out the womb throwing the football. I'll tell you, I love me some Julian Lewis. If none of you guys have seen Julian Lewis, please go over on YouTube and look at Carrollton High School. And they undefeated. And they going into the championship game next week. And I tell you what, man, you're going to have a treat when you go and watch him, because this guy can play some football. He's a field general. And he beat the likes of Valdosta. He beat the likes of Buford. Now, both of these guys, you know, Valdosta and Buford. Valdosta had 25 high school championships. I can't even count how many Buford have. I'm pretty sure they got quite a few, because they're the top 2 high school teams in the country down there in Georgia. Georgia always have great football, man. Great football. Football is the life down there in Georgia, man. You know, people got all these other sports, but football is numero uno. Same way in Florida. And Julian Lewis did his thing last night. If you didn't see that game against Buford, go over there and watch. The reason I mentioned that, because on the opposite side of that doggone Julian Lewis is another guy named Mantrez Walker, 4-star coming to Colorado. Linebacker, number 8. He was doing his thing too. Boy, he was busting behinds. You could hear the pass, locking and clocking. I'm like, woo, wait, Mantrez Walker, baby. All right, I digress. But yeah, Julian Lewis, guys, dejected, not respected. But you know what? You're going to be respected at Colorado Buffaloes. We got a hamburger named after you, Juju. And ain't no telling how many NIL deals you're going to get. We love you, man. Thank you for coming to Colorado. God bless you, young man. God bless your family. And we just can't wait for you to come over here early as you can to get started with the Colorado Buffaloes. Because we're going to have a great year with you, Julio. We really, truly is. I think you'll be starting from day one. If you don't, I'd be shocked. Unless Coach Bryant bring in an experienced quarterback like Dre'Yon, I can't think his name, Dre'Yon Drones from Virginia Tech. And reason I mention that because Stephen Colbert, who's quarterback coach, who's developing Shedeur Sanders, he developed Cam Ward, and he developed Mr. Drones. So he might come on over here. You know, Stephen Colbert might have put a bug in his ear. And if he do, man, he helped Julian Lewis right along. And they'll both get playing time all year long. What you talking? I'm so excited. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys are as entertained as I was, and I'll be talking to you guys again next time. And that next time could probably be tomorrow. But before I go, to the world, you might be one person, but to that one person, you just might be their world. And people don't care how much you know until first they know how much you care. And there's always room at the top. And I won't see each and every one of you at the top. I'm going to see each and every one of you over the top until we meet again. Colorado Buffalo, Buff Nation. Until next time.
fireworks, please.